Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Mungu ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki watoto wa Tanzania.
Are you a pre-Form 2 student who has been looking at an online school that can teach you the beauty of basic mathematics for the Form 2? Or are you a Form 2 student who has been struggling on how to understand physics, chemistry, basic mathematics for the Form 2, and then you've been looking at an online school that can teach you anywhere at any time? Or are you a parent who have a son or a daughter who is pursuing studies in secondary education in Form 2, and you have discovered that your son or daughter is struggling on comprehending basic mathematics, physics, and chemistry for the Form 2? Or are you a student who have vision that needs the knowledge of basic mathematics and science subjects, and then you discovered yourself that you cannot learn basic mathematics and science subjects at the secondary level yourself? Or would you like to learn basic mathematics, physics, and chemistry anywhere at any time? So the answer of all those questions, and even the other one that I didn't mention, will be revealed in this session, so I ask you to stay connected. How are you, everybody who is watching this program? I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all our national and international students into this fantastic moment of learning the beauty of basic mathematics. My name is Olenjolai. I thank God by His own grace who have given me a citizenship of the kingdom of heaven, and I thank God by His own grace who has given me a citizenship of United Republic of Tanzania. I am a Tanzanian, and also I am I'm a child of the kingdoms of heaven. And this is our national flag in Tanzania. Actually, that we like to welcome all the foreigner students into our beautiful country. So I thank God by His own grace who have given me a gift of teaching, and I thank God by His own grace who have given me a gift of loving basic mathematics from primary school, from primary education to undergraduate or to the bachelor degree level. It's only grace of God that made me to love it and make me to keep enjoying it day after day. So I will be your teacher who will teach you about basic mathematics. Just a one-to-one you, and to remind, just a one-to-one you that I don't know everything about basic mathematics. For instance, that we are going to learn a topic called the exponents and radicals for the Form 2. I don't know everything about exponents and radicals, but I just know small portions of it, but I have a responsibility to teach others about what I know. I'm always learning exponents and radicals because I love basic mathematics, and I would like to apply, and I applied it, and I'll apply it for the rest of my life. So I'll be learning new concepts every day about basic mathematics. So stay tuned. Possibly what are the small portions that I know about exponents and radical to you, it might be sufficient, even more than what you expected to get from me. So before even continue this introduction part, I would like to spend a minute with you to join together in faith in order to invite God to be in our midst. Myself, I would like to invite God to be a teacher of this program, and I would like to invite God to sit also on the side of the students in order to help students to understand all the concepts that you are going to teach them. So let us pray. Our Father who is in heaven, we come before your presence. Say thank you for your greatness. Thank you because you're wonderful and you're grateful. We give you all the glory and all the honor. Father, we come before your presence. We glorify you. We exalt you, Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ, Father. We come before your presence. We surrender for all our sins, transgression, iniquities, and rebellions. Wash us by your precious blood, and here we are to worship you through learning the beauty of basic mathematics. Welcome to be our great teacher of basic mathematics. Welcome to receive all the glory and praise from myself as the teacher of these programs and from all the students who are going to benefit in this program. Our Father who is in heaven, we thank you for your presence. We thank you for your goodness. We thank you for your kingdom that is here In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much for joining us in prayer. Secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all our students into our Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. Simultaneously welcome into one of our YouTube channels that called Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. We have so many departments. One of the departments is called Basic Mathematics, and the subject is called Basic Mathematics. So we dedicate this contest to all pre-Form 2 students, all the Form 2 students, all the QT students, all the receipters, all the grade 9 students, teachers, and the mathematicians, not physicists. Even physicists also, they need the knowledge of basic mathematics. So we are in chapter 1 that called Exponents and Radicals. Welcome into session 12 that called Multiplications and Divisions of Radicals. That's the concept that I'm going to teach you, and you have to stay tuned until we cover it. Again, another question, possibly it might be your first time or second time or just it means that more, maybe 20 times. So you can have, the common questions comes into the mind of most students who like to learn contents online. And this question is, how can you ask me questions? How can you ask me questions? In the middle of the sessions, maybe at the end of the sessions or at the beginning? Wow, that's a very good question. You may ask me questions on the comment sections of this video below there. So use the comment section, ask you questions about what I'm teaching you today. All right? And use comment sections, also submit the homework that I will be leaving at the end of each session. And also use the comment sections to give us feedback whether you understand what we are teaching you or not. And use the comment sections also to give us your testimony. How did these contents actually transform your life into history? So let me remind you the vision that we have in TAOSO. TAOSO is abbreviations of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. So we have an assignment and responsibility to teach our students on how to extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the classroom instruction and combine it with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the class, okay, knowledge, understanding, wisdom from the Word of God written in the Holy Bible in order to solve small-scale real-life problems. So we are here to transform your mindset and think how you can use the knowledge we are teaching you in class to solve real-life problems. Maybe it's your first time, or maybe you've been visiting our programs without even registering yourself. So you've been asking your questions, how can you register yourself and be a permanent student in our online school? So let me spend a few minutes, a couple of the minutes, to give you an overview of how you can register yourself and become a serious, passionate to also students online at any time. So here it's registration, how you can register, and registration is free. It's only one lifetime registration. Once you register yourself today, then it's over. So registration to also. So registration, how can you register yourself in our Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School? Especially, how can you register yourself in our official YouTube channel? So you have to follow a few steps. The first step, if you don't have an email, or you have an email but you forgot your password and your username, then you can create a new email. So you have to create a new email address. It can be either a Gmail or a Yahoo Mail. Okay, Yahoo Mail. Secondly, after you do that, we ask you to sign in YouTube. So we assume that you have YouTube applications in your mobile, in your handset, or in your computer. So sign in. So you have to sign in YouTube by using the email that you have created. Thirdly, you can search it. You can search TAOSO. Don't search TAOSO actual, but search this one. Search this name, Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. So that's what you have to search. So search TAOSO. Don't search TAOSO, is not there, but just search TAOSO, Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. And you have to search it in YouTube. Once you search it, you'll see a round button, and this contains the Tanzania national flag. Tanzania national flag. Okay, Tanzania national flag. And beside it, you see the name of the channel, which is Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolai. Below it, you see number of videos. You see also numbers of 40 of subscribers. So numbers of subscribers. You are still yet in our online store, so we ask you to go into the first step, where we ask you to click the round button. Okay? So to click the round button. So click this round button with Tanzania national flag. So you find the right button which contains Tanzania national flag as the profile picture. Once you click it, you will see a big button. Okay? And then at the bottom of this button, you see horizontal toolbar, where you see home, you see videos, you see playlisting, you see community channel, you see about. Okay, about. So once you've seen that, beside it, you'll see also a button written subscribe. Subscribe. So you'll see a button written subscribe. So he asks you to click this button, so subscribe once, click it once, then the text will change from subscribe into subscribe, and then you'll see an icon of the bell on its right hand side. Click it and choose option of all. Okay? Again, so from there you've already registered yourself, and you'll be the first one to receive our any notification. It means that you receive a notification from the YouTube whenever we publish a new video in our Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. So anything else, any video we add in our official YouTube channel, then you'll be the first one to receive the notification. And lastly, how can you access our content? For example, this is session 12. How can you access the previous sessions? Session 0, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And also, how can you access them systematically? So we ask you to click this button, so 40, of playlist. We create playlist for each topic. And then find the playlist, we call it Exponents and Radicals. So this is the playlist that consisting all the session of exponent and the radicals. So from there you access it from the first session to the last session. The sixth step, we know that you enjoy our content. How can you share this content? So we ask you to click the icons of share at the bottoms on your right hand side, means at the bottoms of this video. We ask you to click share. So once you click that share, then you find that you can share this video link to other students at any time and anywhere. And everything that you are going to do is free, right? It's free. We don't charge any students and anything else in doing this business. Okay, so let me spend a few minutes here with quick review of the previous session. So let us get into today's session. Quick review of session 11. So in session 11, first of all, it has been titled as what? Addition. So it has been titled as addition and subtraction of 40 of radicals. How can we add and subtract radicals? Then the key point, we say that we have 4 basic operations in operations of radicals. One among those operations is addition and subtraction. Then we say that we can add 2 radicals that are alike. Okay? So say that radicals that are alike or are similar can be added to form a single term, single radical term. Similarly, a radical that are alike can be subtracted. Okay, can be subtracted to form what? To form single radical, right? So that the process. But also, we told you how you can simplify. Means that, yes, how you can simplify a radical. Simplify a radical expression. A radical expression. How can you simplify a radical expression? Then we taught you also, after you have simplified the radical expression, we taught you also how you can find prime factors. Prime factors of what? Of a number. Prime factors of a number in radical sign and radical sign. So that is all we have taught you, and we taught you, we did example A, example B, and example C. So we updated because by that time we forgot the sequence of the number that we used in the previous session, in session 10. So this means in this session, instead of writing example A, today you have to change and number it example 42. Instead of writing example B, then change it to example 43. Instead of writing example C, then write it in example 44. So today we'll be starting with example 45. If you have any question about session 11 or you didn't see session 11 is actual that it's preceding session 12. So you can go through it, you can access it in the official YouTube channel. In case you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section of that video. So today, I would like to teach you about multiplication, which is a little bit advanced concept compared to addition and subtraction. Okay, compared to addition and subtraction. So let us start with, let me write the concept that I'm going to teach you. It's called multiplication and the division. Multiplication and division of what? Of radicals. Multiplication and division of what? Of radicals. So multiplication of what? Of radicals. Multiplication of what? Of radicals. So 2 or more than 2. 2 or more than 2 terms of radical can be multiplied from single term. 2 or more than 2 terms of radical can be multiplied to form a single term. So before you multiply these terms, you may simplify them. You may simplify them by finding the prime factors prime factors of 40 of given numbers. So before you multiply these terms, you may simplify them by finding the prime factors of the given numbers. Alright? That's a very important concept. So ladies and gentlemen, let us go straightforwardly into an example. I think that it sound good when I teach you by using examples. So here it is, example 45, very interesting example, example 45. So in this example 45, the question states that, which I took also from the, from the book called the Secondary Basic Mathematics Book 2 by Tanzania Institute of Education. Simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following. A, we have square root of 32 by square root times square root of 40 of 18. Then Roman B, we have square root of 20 multiplied by square root of 28. By the square root of 40, 28. So, that's the question. Solution. So simplify each of the following. So square root of 32, square root of 18, then B square root of 20, square root of 40 of 28. Okay? So solution. So the first step, solution of Roman A, for example, 5 Roman A. So the first step, ladies and gentlemen, simplify square root of 32. How? Simplify square root of 32 by finding prime factors. Prime factors of 40 of 32. So let me simplify it by finding prime factors of 40 of 32. So please copy these instructions on how you can register yourself permanently into our Tanzania online O-level Seki School in square bracket Olenjolai. And we ask you to be an active online student for the rest of your life in order to be transformed and get help for the rest of your life. Okay, so we have 32 here. We have 32 here. So what the prime factor of 32 is 2. So 32 over 2 means 3 over 2 is 1. Then we have 12, it is 6. And here we have what? 16 divided by 2, we get 8. Then 8 divided by 2, we get 4. No, divided by 2, we get 4. Then 4 divided by 2, we get 2. Then 2 divided by 1, no, 2 divided by 2, we get 1. So simply, we can write that the 2 are the products of prime factors, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So simply, remember that we had the square root of 32, and this will be equal to square root of what? Of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So you say that square root of 32, this is equal to what? So this will be equal to square root of 2 times 2 times what? Square root of 2 times 2, then times what is square root of 2. Okay? Square root of 2. So it means that now you can find that square root of 32 itself is equal to what? Square root of 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of 4, it is 2. Then square root of 2 times 2, it is 4. So square root of 4, it is 2. Then we have times what? Times under root of 2. So simply this is equal to 2 times 2, it is 4. Times what? Square root of 2. Okay, so that's the end of the first step. And we can say that, okay, now the simplified form of square root of 32 or radical of 32 is 4 radical of 2. So this is question 1. Then we go into the second step. So find factors of 14 of 18. So here we have 18 by using the prime factorization method, which we taught you in the first topic of basic mathematics form 1, which we call it numbers. So the first prime factor that divide 18 without reminding, it's what? It's 2. So 18 over 2 is 9. The next one is 3. So 9 over 3 is 3. The next one is what? 3. So 3 over 3 is 1. So here we have what? 18 is equal to 2, then 3, and 3. Okay? So if that's the case, we say that we had the square root of 18. This is equal to the square root of what? Of 2 and 3 and 3. So this is equal to what? Square root of 2 times square root of 3. Okay. So here it is what? Square root of 2 times square root of 3 squared. So this is equal to what? This is equal to square root of 2, square root of 3 power 2, it's 3. So this is equal to 3 square root of 2. So simply we have square root of 18 is equal to 3 square root of 2. 3 radical times radical of 2. So we go into the third step. So the third step, we say that substitute for square root of 2 and the array square root of 2 in radical of 32 times radical of 18. So if that's the case, radical of 32 times radical of 18, this is equal to what? Is equal to 4 radical of 2 multiplied by 3 radical of 2. So 4 and 4, it means the radical of 2 is common. So I can take radical of 2 out. I have 4 then 3. So in this case, you have radical of 2. 4 times 3 is what? It's 12. So in this case, it's equal to 12 times radical of 2. So therefore, we say that radical of 32 multiplied by radical of 18 is equal to 12 radical of 2. So we have already simplified the given expression. This we call it radical expression. So that's the simplification. Now we can deal with Roman B. Similar means that we do the same thing, or we solve it by following 3 steps as how we've solved the example 45 Roman A. So in Roman B, we have been given what? We've been given radical of 20 times radical of 28. So solution for what? Solution for example 45 radical 40 Roman B. So solution, for example, is 45 Roman B. So in Roman B, we have B given what? We'll be given radical of 20 times radical of 28. This, so here we say what? First is the find what? Prime factors. Find prime factors of 20. And then the second step here, in this part, let us find out prime factors. So let this one to be expression 1. So prime what? Prime factors of 28. So here we have number 20, which is given. So prime factors, the first one is 2, 20 over 2, it is 10. Then the next one it is 2, 10 over 2, it is 5. Then the next one is what is 5. 5 over 5, it is 1. So it means that 20 is equal to 2 times 2 times 5. If we apply radical to both sides of the equation, then radical of 20 is equal to radical of what? Of 2 times 2 times 5. Here we have 28. So 2 is prime factor 28 over 2, it is 14. Then 14 divided by 2, we get 7. Then 7 divided by 7, we get 1. So simply say that 28 is equal to 2 times 2 times 7. Then radical of 28 is equal to what? Radical of 2 times 2 times 7. So if you simplify 2 times 2, it is 2 squared. So here it means this will be radical 4 times radical 5. So radical 4 it is 2, so simply radical of 20 is equal to 2 times radical 5. So this becomes a second expression. And here we have what? Radical of 28 is equal to what? So radical of 4 it is 2 times radical 7. And this is what? This is 103. Or that is question 3. So the second state we say that substitute question 1, and question 2, and question 3 in expression, not equation, in expression 1 above. So expression 1 is under root of 20 times under root of 28. This is equal to what? Question 2 it is 2 radical 5. Question 3 it is 2 radical 7. So this will make your 2 times 2 it is 4 radical 5 times radical 7. So this is equal to 4. So now, because of this, we can multiply. It means that we can use a single radical sign. So for multiplication, we are allowed to use a single radical sign and having 5 times 7. So simply this is equal to 4 radical of 75. 4 radical of 75. So that will be the response for example 45 on B. Will be given square root of 20 and square root of 28. This is equal to what? 4 radical of 75. And I made a mistake somewhere here. Excuse me, I made a mistake somewhere here. And especially this part. So do this correction. Excuse me, made a mistake somewhere here. So once we arrive here, we take this number out of radical sign and this number out of radical sign. We take 4 times 3. This will make it 12. And we have radical 2 times radical 2. So this will make 12. 12, here we have radical, we have 2 times 2. So here we have what? 12, radical 4. So if that's the case, you have 12, radical 4, which is 2. This is equal to what? 4. So the response from A, radical 32, by radical of 18, is equal to 24. That's the response. Okay, so that's the response of what? This is the solution of example 30, example 45. So before I present to you on the blackboard about example 46, let me teach you basically about two. Okay, it is one rule, which is its associative rule of multiplications of radicals. So let me teach about what associative. Associative rule of multiplication of radicals. So associative rule of multiplications of radicals. So the rule states that if you have radical of A multiplied by radical of B plus radical of C, then this is equivalent or is equal to saying that radical of A multiplied by radical of B, then so equality means that associative rule. Then we have what? Plus radical of A multiplied by radical of C. This is the first rule. Okay. And also you can have another one. Second rule is you can have radical of A plus or minus radical of B multiplied by radical of C plus or minus radical of D. You can have multiplications of radicals. You can have an expressions of multiplications of radicals in this form. So this is equal to it. So here we have radical of A, open bracket. So you take radical of A multiplied by this part. So you take radical of A, we multiply with this expression, which is sum or subtractions of the two radical terms. So open bracket, radical C plus or minus radical of D. Then here we have what? Here we have plus, minus. Then we have radical of B. Radical C plus or minus radical of D. So you can find that after writing this form, we have what you have here. Okay? So you can keep on expanding and say that here we can take radical of A multiplied by radical of C plus or minus radical of A multiplied by radical of D plus or minus radical of B multiplied by radical of C plus or minus radical of B multiplied by radical of D. So the expansion here and this point is actual. It's what we have done in the first row. But just to write it, don't worry about this expression or maybe the length of this expression. So you have radical of A times radical of C plus or minus radical of A multiplied by radical of D. And you have what? Plus or minus again. Radical of B multiplied by what? Radical of C. Then you have what? Plus or minus. Then radical of B multiplied by radical of D. So these are the two important rules of multiplications of radicals. Okay. So if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you example 46, which you can pause the video and try to solve example 46 yourself. So the question stated, simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following. Roman A, we have under root of 12 multiplied by under root of 3. Multiplied by under root of 3 plus under root of 5. Then Roman B, you have under root of 8, open bracket, under root of 2, minus under root of 15. Here Roman C, under root of 6, minus under root of 24. Then multiply by under root of 2 plus under root of 3. Okay, so solution. Solution of example 46, Roman 8. So we'll be given under 12, open bracket under 3 plus under 5. So this is expression 1. What should we do? First step, simplify. Simplify expression 1 above. So here you have under root of 12 times under root of 3 plus under root of 5. This is equal to what? Under root of 12 multiplied by under root of 3 plus what? Under root of 12 multiplied by under root of 3. Then this you say what? Under root of 12 times 3. Under root of 3. So this will be what? Under root of 12 times 3 plus under root of 12, no, under root of 5. Excuse me. Here it is under root of 5. So we have under root of 5 times 3. This is equal to what? Under root of 43 times 2, it is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Multiply by what? 3 times 5 is 15. Then under root of 36. So under root of 36, it is 6. 60. So it is 60 under root of 40 or 15. Under root of 15 to 3 times 5. So now any factor that will be taken out. So the response for this question is actually, wait a moment. Excuse me. This is not multiplication sign, this is addition sign. So under root of 36 it is 6 plus what? Under root of 15. So the simplification for example 46 Roman A, it's what we had under root of 12, then we have under root of 3 plus what? Under root of 5 is equal to 6 plus under root of what? Of 15. Now the response for example 46 Roman A. An example 46 Roman B. Now for the 6 Roman B, we say that we have under root 8 open bracket, we have under root 2 plus under root 18. Okay? So you have to remember this rule. So the first step, and here it is plus or minus, and here you have plus or minus. So first step, we say that we call the general rule of multiplication of radicals. When you have radical of A, open bracket radical of B plus or minus radical of C. This is equal to associative law. Radical of A multiplied by radical of B plus or minus radical of A multiplied by radical of C. Therefore, this case is minus. So here you have what? Radical of 8 and bracket radical of 2 minus radical of 18. This is equal to what? Radical of 8 multiplied by radical of 2, then minus radical of 8 multiplied by radical of 18. So radical of 8, here we have radical of 2, minus radical of 18. This is equal to what? Is equal to radical of 8 multiplied by radical of 2 minus what? Radical of 8 multiplied by radical of what? 18. So from there, we have to simplify. Find the prime factors of 8. Prime factors of 8 are what? 2 times 2 times 2 multiplied by under root of 2 minus, here you have under root of what? 2 times 2 times 2 and multiplied by what? Under root of what? Of 18. Prime factors of 18 are 2 times 3 times 3. These are prime factors. You just define prime factors. I told you, so that's why we've been doing this often. So for that case, in this bracket sign, we have 2 under root of 2. Because square root of 4 is 2, so the remains is radical of 2. Multiply by radical of 2 minus, open bracket. Here also, we take 2 out, 1, 2 out, and remains is radical of 2. Multiply by what here, what the common number? 3. So we take 3 out and have radical of 2 times 3, which is radical of 6. So you know that here it's multiplications, whether they are like terms, like numbers or different numbers, but we can multiply the two radicals terms. So here we have 2, here we have 1, 2 times 1, simply, and then we have what? Radical of 2 times radical of 2 minus, similarly here we have what? 2 times 3, then we have what? Radical of 2 multiplied by radical of 6. Okay? So then 2 times 1 is 2, radical of 2 times radical of 2, it is radical of 4, radical of 4, minus 2 times 3, it is 6, radical of 2 times radical of 6, it is 2 times 6. So this makes what? Radical of 4, it is 2, so it will make 2 times 2, then minus 6. So can we take, yeah, wait a moment. This is radical of 2, choose me. So you have 3, the remaining is radical of 2. Remains radical of 2 because we took 3 out. So this is still radical of 2. And here we have 2 times 2. So it will be 60 multiplied by what? By 2. So simply this is equal to 4. 4 minus what? Minus 12. So this makes it negative 8. Is it? Yes. Roman B. Under root of 8. Under root of 2. Under root of 18. This is equal to it. Negative 8. That response. Okay? Do you understand exam 46 Roman B? Let me know in the comment section below. Right? Then we have Roman C, which actually in Roman C we are going to apply this second rule. Okay? So associative rules of multiplications. So we're going to apply this second rule. Once we have done this example for the 60C, from there you may go and you may solve so many problems about multiplication of radicals. So Roman C, here you have it. Radical of 6 minus radical of 24. Here you have it. Radical of 2 plus radical of 3. So this is our expression. You cannot add them, you cannot subtract them, so we have to simplify them. First step, we say that expand expression 1. Radical 60 minus radical 24. Applied by radical 2 plus radical 3. This is equal to what? Radical 6, open bracket, radical 2 plus radical 3 minus radical 24, open bracket, radical 2 plus radical 3. So, is that the case? You keep on expanding. We have radical 6 multiplied by radical 3 or radical 2. Then plus what? Radical 6 multiplied by radical 3. Multiplied by radical of 24, multiplied by radical of 2, plus, so minus radical of 24, multiplied by radical of 3. So the second step, simplify the expression. So radical of 6 times radical of 2, this will make radical of 12. Plus radical of 6 times 3, this will make radical of 18. Minus okay, so let us multiply. Minus what? Radical of 24 times 2 will make radical of 48. Minus radical of 43 times 4, 12, keep 1, 6, radical of 72. Okay? So from here, you have to keep on simplifying. What are the prime factors of 12? Are 2 times 2 times 3. So 2 is common, you take it out. So this is 2 over times radical of 3. I told you. Plus what? Radical of 18. Radical of 18 is 3 times radical of 2. Because 3 times 3 times 2 makes 18. Now radical of 48. Radical of 48, actually this one we can split it down and have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this makes for 16 times 3. Okay, times 3. 4, so 16 times 3 is 48. And here we have what? Minus. For 72, we find the prime factors, so remember that, okay, so we have 72, so because it's a little bit by number, let us find the prime factors. So the set is table, find prime factors of 72. 2, 6, 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 1. So simply 72 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Simply is 9 times 8. So if you substitute the prime factors in their original expression, here you have what? You have is equal to 2 radical 3 plus 3 radical of 2 minus what? 2 times 2 times 2. So radical 16 times radical 3. Then we have what? Minus 2 radical of 2 multiplied by 3. Because of 2 times 2 times 2, so if you take 2 out of radicals, it means 1, 2. Then we have 3 times 3, radical of 90 is 3. So here we have what? 2 radical 3. The 3 radical of 2. This one is 4 radical of what? Of 3. Minus what? 2 times 3 is 6 radical of 2. So here you have, we are in first step. First step, we say that collect like terms, because now we have changed we have eliminated all the multiplication signs, and they have plus, addition, and subtraction sign. So collecting like terms, like terms. So the like terms means collecting the like terms of radical. Like terms of 40 of radical. So here we have radical 3 and radical 3. So these are like terms. So 2 radical 3, then minus 4 radical 3. Close the bracket, plus. Here we have radical of 2, radical of 2. So these are like terms. We have 3 radical of 2 minus 6 radical of 2. So for this case, radical 3 is common. Then 2 minus 4 plus radical of 2, 3 minus 6 is equal to what? Negative 2. 2 minus 4 is negative 2 radical 3 plus 3 minus 6, it's minus 3 radical of 2. So this is the final response. So therefore, answer for 1C, which was radical 6 minus radical of 24 multiplied by radical of 2 plus radical of 3. This is equal to negative 2 radical 3 minus. Okay, so let me create enough space. One C under T6 under T4 applied by under 2 plus under 3. This is equal to negative 2 under 3 under 3 under 2. Is the final response for that question. Okay, so now it's the time that I have to teach you about division of radicals. Okay, so I've been spending much time on multiplication because the one of the challenging part rather than division, but let us spend some minutes on learning division of radicals. Okay, so this is part B, division of radicals. Division of what? Of radicals. So division of radicals, we say that we have a rule of division. Rule of divisions of what? Of radicals. So we can have radical of A over radical of B multiplied by radical of A, for instance, over radical of B. This is equal to, in numerator, if you take radical of A times radical of A, this will make radical of A times A. And here in denominator, we have radical of B times radical of B. This will be radical of B times radical of B times B. So radical of A, so this is what? A square over what? Radical of B square. So here it is what? A. The final response is A over what? Over B. Okay? Wow. That is the first case. Second case, you can have radical of A in numerator and radical of B in denominator. Multiplied by radical of C in numerator, divided by radical of D in denominator. So in this case, we say that we are going to have radical of A times C of what? Radical of B times D. Right? So this is the process and this is the fact. Radical of A times C, radical of B times what? Times D. So it depends to the form of the given radical. So if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, let us go into example. Let me present to you example 47. Okay, example 47. Simplify Roman A square root of 75 over square root of 12. B, we have 5, then we have square root of 40 of 18 over 50. Solution. So you have Roman A and Roman B. You have to simplify this expression. We may make radical sign or we may put in a simplified form. So let us solve expression given Roman A. So radical 75 over radical of 12. So you have 75 over 3. This is 2, 5. Then I have 25, 5 divisible by 5, and 5, 5. We have 5, 1. So here it's the first step. Find prime factors of 75. So the prime factors of 75 are 3 times 5 times 5. So the square root of 75, this is equal to the square root of 3 divided by 5 divided by 5. So the square root of 75 is equal to 5 is common, so you can take it out. So you have square root of 3, yes, on a square root of 3. Here at the second step. So second step, you say that find prime what? Prime factors. Prime factors of what? Of 12, which actually know them. 12, we have 2, 6, we have 2, 3, we have 3, 1. So 12 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3. So under 12 is equal to under 2 times 2 times 3. So under 12 is equal to 2 under 3. So this is Roman 2, this is Roman 3. So this is expression 1. So the third step, say the substitute equation 2 and the equation 3 into expression 1. So here you have under to 75 over under root of 12 is equal to it. So it's equal to 5 under 3 over 2 under 3. So simply this is equal to 5 over 2 multiplied by under 3 over under 3. So this one and this one cancel, simply is equal to 5 over 2. So now the response for Roman A, we have under root of 75 over under root of 12 is equal to what? 5 over 2. Now the response, we have already simplified. This is more simplified compared to what you had on the left hand side, compared to what you have been given. So Roman B, this is how we divide the radicals after that. The business will be focusing on simplification. And we have to listen careful how we divide radicals, because the next session, possibly that session 13 or session 14, will be focusing about rationalizing the denominator. We should be focusing about division of the radicals, but we'll be rationalizing the denominator of the radicals. So you have to be careful. So in Roman B, the expression that the radical expression that has been given is 5 times under root of 18 of what? Under root of 18 over 50. So the first step, say that let us find prime factors of 18 and 50. So here you have 18, 2 with 9, 3 with 3, 3 with 1. And here you have what? 50. 50 over 2 is 25. 25 over 5 is 5. And 5 is 1. So here it is what? It is 18 is equal to 2 and 3 and 3. And here it is 50 is equal to 2 times 5 times 5. So here you have 5 under root of 18 over 50. So this is equal to 5. So here you can apply radical sign, and here you can apply radical sign, apply radical sign, apply radical sign. So here you have what? Radical of 2 and 3 and 3. And here you have what? Radical of 2 times 5 times 5. So this is 5. So in numerator we have what? 2 times 3 times 3. So you have radical of 9 is 3. So 3 radical of 2. Then radical of 25 is 5. 5 radical of 2. So this is equal to 5 times 3 is 15 over what? Over 5. Multiplied by what? Radical of 2 over radical of 2. So radical of 2 over radical of 2 is 1. 15 over 5 to 3. So therefore 5 multiplied by radical of 18 over 50. This is equal to 3. But the final response of the given expression. Okay, have you understood the concepts of multiplications of radicals? Let me know in the comment section. Have you understood the concept of divisions of radicals? Let me know in the comment sections below. So right now, it's a time for me to give you the homework. That you must do it before you continue to learn, or before you meet in session 13. So here it is homework, which in short you call it H work. Homework what? Homework 6 or what? Homework 12. And this is example. We had example 45, 46. This is example 47. And this one refer the book called the Secondary Basic Mathematics. Secondary Basic Mathematics. Book what? Book 2. Yes, book 2. Exercise what? Exercise 1.4, question 5 to 11. 5 to 11. Five to 6. Okay, 5 to 8. The question states that simplify each of the following. Simplify each of the following and perform. I believe this will be a very simple homework for you. And perform operations. Operations indicated. So from that book, we have question number 5. We have under 45 multiplied by under 54. We have question 6, which it is 2 under 3 multiplied by 5 under 12. And we have question number 8. We have 2 under 7 squared. So try to solve these 3 questions, which will test your level of understanding on multiplications of 40 of radicals. So in the part of divisions of radicals, just make sure to review example 46, example 47. This is example 48. Because we did example 45, 46, 47. This is the example 48. So make sure to review what I taught you in divisions of in example 47 and understand it clearly, so that will be your homework. So whenever you encounter any question about division of radicals, you'll be familiar with it. So my dear students, I'd like to say that this is the end of session 12, titled as Multiplications and Division of 40 of radicals. So I thank all who have been with me. I thank you also who have joined me from the beginnings of this session to the end of it. I appreciate your commitment, your seriousness. Keep enjoying our contents online. The only thing that you have to make sure that you should be an active online students, because we really are publishing new videos of training ordinary secondary education students in basic mathematics and the physics and the chemistry from Form 1 to Form 4. So make sure to, if you didn't subscribe yet, please remember to click the buttons of subscribe and then choose the options of all once you click the bell, in order for you to receive notification whenever we publish a video. We usually publish videos on weekends or on weekdays, especially at the evening after the class times in Tanzania. So you have to make sure that you subscribe for you to receive the notifications of the new video. Okay, so before we end these sessions, I would like to spend this just a couple of minutes to present to you two announcements. The first announcement, in case you feel that you would like to offer our living God, you're feeling Thanksgiving or you're feeling offering through this program, doors are open, and you may do so anyway, that means wherever that you are, and at any time that you wish, or you feel that from your heart, and actually that you may send your feeling Thanksgiving or your feeling offering through this telephone number 0759745331. And I want to tell you in advance, your offering will be used to pay for the running cost to record more contents for basic mathematics Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. For example, according to the syllabus of the Republic of Tanzania, we have to teach Form 2 students 11 chapters in basic mathematics. So we'd like to teach you all of those chapters, but remember that the cost, very high running cost to record one video. But if we combine, if you join with me by faith and by giving, I believe that all the contents will be created to have our online students. So that's very important. So how can you offer? Please, you may send your feeling Thanksgiving to the telephone number 0759745331 and registered name is Olenjolai TAYAI. In case you want to do the bank transaction, please read the descriptions below. Again, in case that you would like to access to order books, notes of basic mathematics, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, of physics Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, of chemistry Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, you may do so on anywhere at any time. These are the reference books that we can equip our online students. You have just to order the buying cost and transport cost. So to know particularly which book would you like to order, means you have to send us a short message of your order. For example, this is called mathematics for secondary schools, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and also you have for the Form 4 students book by Oxford. So this is, it means that the authors of this book, they write one book in each class. Also here, this is secondary basic mathematics, book 1, by Tanzania Institute of Education. It has been written according to the syllabus, according to the new syllabus of the United Republic of Tanzania. You may order this book with only a price of 19,000. Then here it is secondary basic mathematics, book 2. So we recommend this book to all our students. You may just order it with only a price of 19,000. Here we have basic mathematics, syllabus for ordinary secondary education from 1 to Form 4. You may get a copy of this book, which actually worth 10,000. Here we have the Form 2 Mathematics Review, Problems and Solutions from 2003 to 2019. You may also order Maximilian's for figure, mathematical tables and formulas. This worth only 5,000. This one is just cost 10,000 at the buying cost without the shipping cost. How can you order these books? Right, it's simple. Just send to us an SMS through this telephone number 0759745331. And actually your message include your order. What would you like to order? And we place your order in all the 31 regions of the Republic of Tanzania, including Unguja and Pemba, and we can ship them. We can ship your, it means we can ship your order to any place where you are living across the entire country of the Republic of Tanzania. So if that's the case, keep enjoying the beauty of basic mathematics. Let us now join together to have this Omega Fellowship and give God our thanks for the blessing that He has done. Our Father who is in heaven, we come before your presence as your children. Say thank you for what you have taught us in session 12. Thank you because you have been becoming a great God in session 12 and you did great things and have helped our online students to understand the contents that you've been teaching them. Father, we give you all the glory and praise for everything that has been done in this session. Father, we deserve to receive all the glory, honor, and praise, and power and might from our lips and from our hearts, our souls, our flesh, our mind. Father, I pray for the intelligence and understanding of all our online students to be increased and help them to learn all of these contents online and be transformed from the physical learning into the online learning at any time and anywhere. Father, you know the demand of this session. Send this session to the particular people who are in demand of this concept. In Jesus' name, amen. May God bless you and keep you. Congratulations. See you in the session 13 of Exponents and Radicals. How are you, everybody who is watching this video? I'm very happy to have you, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you into this moment of testimony. So today I have prepared I have a testimony from one of my students. My name is Olenjolai Moko TAYAI Losingo, or simply Olenjolai. I am a Tanzanian, and also I am a citizen of the Kingdom of Heaven by grace of God. I'm actually the founder of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai, where I used to teach 12 subjects in physics, chemistry, mathematics, basic mathematics, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. So total of 12 subjects I used to teach it by using the digital technology. So because that I used to teach online students, today I have a testimony from one of my students that I taught him in person or physically when he was in his undergraduate studies. So that's why I say that I have a good news, so you can take an advantage in order to make sure that you build your confidence. But again, one thing which I want to tell you that you have to listen carefully, because actually this man is going to answer so many questions and doubts about it also system or training system. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, students and parents, and every viewer, national and international, welcome. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome in excellent one of my students who's called the Benedict Busole. You are warmly welcome to testify before the online community. You are warmly welcome. So this is my student. His name is Benedict Busole. I'm very happy to have him. I would like to introduce you that right now there's millions of Tanzanian students and even international students who are watching this program, and actually they have so many questions whether these programs can benefit their life or not. So there's something else, because I don't teach them physically, but I taught you physically. So today you say that you would like to talk a word to these students who are watching the programs in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. All the best.
Thank you so much. So right now we're in a room where there are actually no people, no one inside here. But I hope you better be there while watching this. So if you're watching this, you mean you are sitting really well where you're sitting, and we are hoping that you understand exactly what we are trying to tell you. So my name, as Mr. Olenjolai said, my name is Benedict Busole. And we met in July a couple of years ago when I was doing my study at the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology. And that's where we met. And so I'm talking to you, and if I'm talking to you and you know you are in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, you know you have to understand somehow why you're doing what you're doing. At some point you'll have to choose if you're going to do art school or you're going to be doing science, okay? And doing what you're doing, understanding what you're supposed to be doing, there's those basic, really basic and important subject you have to understand. Maybe I'm not sure if I understood this when I was your age, but I'm hoping that by you listening to me, you will have a little bit of understanding of what you're supposed to. And some people amongst you who are really smart already enough, and I'm not saying anyone is dumb, but everyone is smart in one way or another. So you will have already understood that those physics, mathematics and chemistry classes are really important in whichever way you're going, and especially those people who are really willing to take science. And even if you're not willing to take science and you want to take science, but you have been made afraid of, because there are those areas where someone tells you maybe, science is too difficult, you cannot do it. No, it is not that it is too difficult. Maybe sometimes you have never gotten the opportunity of getting someone who is going to let you know how science works. Why do we say that an apple can fall down from a tree, and then there is some mathematical background behind that? There's some force that is pulling that thing. Or you see, all of those. Someone who teaches you well. So that is where Mr. Olenjolai came into. That is how Mr. Olenjolai came into my life. That is how exactly helped me understanding exactly what I was supposed to understand from this. Because there's some background sometimes when you have to understand in a concept that a teacher has to teach you in some specific way. So my young, what is that you're supposed to know to get into that point on your life. For example, when I met with Mr. Olenjolai, as maybe I mentioned previously, it was at DIT, and I was doing computer engineering, and unfortunately I didn't have a really firm understanding of mathematics, and that is a really long story of why that happened. And maybe one of those is maybe I didn't take it too seriously when I was studying. So when I met him, we started having these late evening classes, and during those classes, like I said previously, like the repetition that is happening in the class, the relationship between the teacher and the student, the understanding of the subject itself, because even if you can go in class, but when the teacher isn't having that connection with you guys, and Mr. Olenjolai had that connection with us. He understood exactly why we didn't understand what we are supposed to carry on, and also he helped us into easing those modules. So in repeating, there's a power there in repeating the subject. So I'm really hoping that you will carry on. You don't have to give up. You don't have to underestimate yourself. You have to understand that whatever that he is teaching you, it is going to be important somewhere there, and you have to carry on with that module. And even if you're not opting not to take, you're not thinking of taking. You're not thinking of taking science as a class because you're afraid you're not going to be able to. But you do not have to be afraid, because the basics are already here. Once you gather those basics, toward there, you'll really be happy in getting these basics done, because that is the most important thing. So science is a really good thing, but once you have a good teacher, you will enjoy it more. So I believe and I know, because I'm here, I'm done with my bachelor studies, and a part of that it is Mr. Olenjolai who helped me a lot in something, because you are in Form 1, Form 2, there's something there called calculus, and Mr. Olenjolai really helped me a lot in that, until even I finished my study. So yeah, so I'm really hoping that you will get to study well, to repeat, and to follow up with this video. So thank you.
Okay, so I have one question before you end up, Mr. Benedict Pisore. So in summary, Olenjolai has solved your problems academically. Is it academical?
Yes, academic.
So through what? Through teaching, through counseling, or?
Teaching and counseling. Most of the time, Mr. Olenjolai also helped us.
So it means Olenjolai solved one of your problems when you have been taking your bachelor studies.
Yes.
Can you maybe tell the online community which kind of the problem, in short?
Understanding of calculus.
Of engineering mathematics modules.
Yes.
For the how many semester? 4 semester?
For 4 semesters. Because I started taking the class in the first year, and then the second year, and then after that, I really had a grasp. He really helped me with the basics, so I could continue on my own.
Good. So to finalize this testimony part, what is your message? What do you tell the online students of Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4 who are watching you right now, and they have made them decisions to learn the beauty of basic mathematics, physics, chemistry online by using the contents provided by Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. So what is your message? What could you like to tell them to take into considerations in order to be successful with this mode of digital educational system?
The first thing is, if you do not understand, do not be afraid. You can always ask questions. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can always ask questions on the comment section there. And the second point is, do not give up. Do not be afraid of something that someone has told you that maybe basic mathematics is difficult and because you're like this, you cannot understand. No, you can always understand for as long as you have a good teacher. And I believe what you will be studying here is a good teacher teaching you. So because I'm a testimony because I finished my bachelor degree, and I'm hoping that you do not give up. You keep on learning, and you keep on asking questions. So you can learn this, and if you do not understand, you ask questions, and that is a really powerful message that I can have to give you.
Okay. So our dear students, this is the end of our testimony. I think that you heard so many things and you learned from my beloved student, Benedict Busole. So Benedict Busole, on behalf of online students and also on behalf of the founders of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, I would like to thank you for your great
so much for having me.
Okay, for your great contribution. As well as you told the students, even concerning about your testimony, if they want to understand in detail, they have an option to ask you the questions in the comment sections of this video. And because you are the one of the follower, of the viewer, however that you have pursued, you have graduated your undergraduate studies, you are no longer studying basic mathematics, but because you love them as well as you are a computer engineer, so it means that even there you like to see the kids who are pursuing engineering in your area. So when they will ask you more questions in the comment section, I believe that you will cooperate with them. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so online community, this is Olenjolai. We thank you very much for watching this testimony. In case you have any question, please ask in the comment section. So then see you in the next testimony. Bye-bye. Enjoy basic mathematics and enjoy learning training.
Tuibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja.